We humans like to believe that we are in control. We plan our days, set goals, and try to shape our lives according to our desires. We tell ourselves, if I do this, then that will happen. We believe that through effort and careful planning, we can avoid failure, pain, or disappointment. But is this really true? Think about the moments in your life when things did not go as planned. Perhaps you worked hard for a promotion, but were passed over. Maybe you wanted a certain outcome in a relationship, but the other person had different plans. Maybe you tried to protect someone you love from hardship, but they suffered anyway. No matter how much we plan, life does not always follow our expectations. This is because control is an illusion. We are not the masters of the universe. We are part of something much greater, something beyond our individual will. When we insist on controlling every detail of our lives, we create suffering for ourselves. In Buddhism, we talk about attachment as the source of suffering. When we attach ourselves to specific outcomes, we set ourselves up for pain. We struggle against reality, wishing it were different. But reality does not change just because we wish it to. Imagine a river. You can try to control the water by grabbing it with your hands. But the more tightly you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. Instead, if you relax and let the water flow, it will carry you effortlessly. Life is like this. The universe is always moving, always flowing. When we try to force things to go our way, we fight against the natural current. But when we surrender to the flow, we find peace. This does not mean we should do nothing or stop making efforts. It means that we must learn to balance action with acceptance. We do our best, but we remain open to what happens. When unexpected events arise, instead of resisting them, we can ask ourselves, what is this moment teaching me? Letting go of control does not mean giving up. It means trusting that the universe has its own wisdom. When we accept this, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry. We can live with more peace, more clarity, and more joy. If we accept that control is an illusion, then what should we do? How can we live without constantly trying to force outcomes? The answer is simple, but not always easy. We must trust the flow of life. Trusting does not mean being passive. It does not mean we stop making decisions or taking action. Rather, it means we stop resisting what is beyond our control. We open ourselves to the wisdom of the universe and allow it to guide us. Imagine you are walking through a forest. There is a path, but sometimes it disappears. You can try to fight your way through the trees, forcing a direction you think is right. Or you can slow down, observe your surroundings, and trust that the path will reveal itself. Life is the same. The more we resist, the harder the journey becomes. But if we remain open and patient, the next step will become clear. Many people fear uncertainty. They want guarantees. They want to know exactly what will happen before they take a step forward. But life does not work this way. The most beautiful and meaningful experiences often come when we least expect them. The person you love, the opportunities that change your life, the moments that bring deep wisdom, these things rarely arrive on a strict schedule. So how do we learn to trust? First, we must recognize that life is always changing. Just as the seasons come and go, our lives move through different phases. No situation lasts forever. If we are in a difficult time, it will pass. If we are in a joyful time, we should appreciate it fully while it lasts. When we understand this, we stop clinging so tightly to any one moment. Second, we must learn to listen to ourselves and to the world around us. Often, we are so busy worrying about the future that we ignore what the present moment is telling us. But the universe speaks in many ways. Sometimes it comes as an unexpected opportunity. Sometimes it is a feeling in our heart that something is right or wrong. The more we pay attention, the clearer the guidance becomes. Finally, we must practice gratitude. When we appreciate what we have right now, we build trust in life. We stop focusing on what is missing and start seeing the abundance that already surrounds us. Gratitude shifts our perspective from fear to faith. Trusting the flow of life does not mean everything will always be easy, but it does mean we can meet challenges with a calm heart. Understanding that we are not in control and learning to trust the flow of life are important steps. But how do we actually practice this in our daily lives? How do we let go of attachment and accept things as they are? Letting go does not mean we stop caring. It does not mean we become indifferent to life. Instead, it means we stop grasping so tightly. We allow things to come and go naturally, without forcing or resisting. Think of holding sand in your hand. If you squeeze too tightly, the sand slips through your fingers. But if you keep your hand open, the sand remains. This is how we should hold everything in life, with an open hand, not a clenched fist. 1. Accepting what is. The first step in letting go is acceptance. This means seeing reality clearly, without wishing it were different. If it is raining, we do not get angry at the sky. We accept the rain and adapt. But when life brings difficulties, we often resist. We say, "This shouldn't be happening," or "This isn't fair." But reality does not change because we refuse to accept it. Instead of resisting, we can learn to say, "This is what is happening right now." This simple shift in mindset brings peace. It does not mean we do nothing. It means we respond to life as it is, not as we wish it to be. 2. Releasing attachment. Attachment creates suffering. We attach ourselves to specific outcomes, believing we will only be happy if things happen in a certain way. But the universe does not follow our personal script. One way to release attachment is to practice non-attachment in small ways. Try letting go of minor preferences, such as the need for a perfect cup of coffee or the perfect weather. Notice how often we cling to small things and practice loosening that grip. Over time, this helps us let go of bigger attachments, like the need for approval, control, or certainty. 3. Living in the present. Letting go also means being present. Much of our suffering comes from worrying about the future or holding on to the past. But life is only happening now. The more we focus on this moment, the less we suffer. A simple practice is to take a deep breath and feel the air entering and leaving your body. In that moment, you're fully present. Whenever you feel anxious or overwhelmed, return to your breath. It is a reminder that this moment is enough. 4. Trusting the universe. Finally, we must trust that life is unfolding as it should. Even when things do not go as we hoped, we can believe that the universe has a greater plan. Think of a time when something in your life seemed to go wrong, but later it led to something better. Life is full of these moments. The more we trust, the more peace we feel. Letting go is not a one-time action. It is a practice. Every day, we have opportunities to release attachment and accept what is. The more we practice, the lighter we become. Letting go is not about giving up on life. It is about living with more peace, more openness, and more trust in the path ahead. When we stop resisting what we cannot control, we discover a new kind of freedom, one that allows us to move with life rather than against it. Each day, we have a choice. We can hold tightly to expectations, worrying about the future and regretting the past. Or we can meet each moment as it comes, with an open heart and a calm mind. This does not mean life will always be easy. There will still be challenges, losses, and uncertainties. But when we accept these as part of the journey, we find that we are not alone. The universe is always guiding us, even when we cannot yet see the destination. If you have been feeling overwhelmed, uncertain, or struggling with the desire to control everything, I invite you to take a deep breath. Right now, in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that whatever comes next will unfold in its own time. You do not have to force anything. Simply take the next step and let life meet you there. Thank you for being here and for taking this time to reflect with me. I truly appreciate every one of you who watches, engages, and supports this space. Whether you have left a comment, shared your thoughts through super thanks, or simply taken a quiet moment to listen, your presence means a great deal. If you found this message meaningful, you may consider giving this video a like or subscribing to the channel. It is a small action, but it helps this message reach those who may need it. Wherever you are in your journey, may you walk with ease, trust, and a peaceful heart. Until next time, take care and allow life to flow.